shit's in the safe. Got me a spot out the way. Nigga just tryna be safe.
Let's get to the sports talk.
And the loser is going home.
Absolutely. I think the AFC is very weak, so it's soft in the middle. It's kind of strong with a couple teams at the top, but this game is hugely important. If the Browns continue to lose, they're out of it. And I think the Steelers surprised a lot of people with how well they played, and if they can win, I think that FBI has them at more than a 65% chance of making the playoffs if they win tonight.
You're buying the Steelers. Let's talk about Pittsburgh here. Let's talk about the job their coach has done losing his quarterback week 1 and getting them to this point.
I am all in on the Steelers, and Mike Tomlin, to me, has to be mentioned as a Coach of the Year candidate for the job that he's done with the Pittsburgh Steelers. They're almost playing like throwback Steelers football. Right. Great defense. You know, the offense is okay. They want to run the ball, but that defense, I mean, look, they got 26 takeaways. That's second in the NFL right now. They're able to get after the passer. This defense...
Like, Cleveland had too much of a hole to build, to get out of. 3-6, yeah, they can still be in the talk if they win tonight, but it's going to be too hard to come back and try to get back in the playoffs. Pittsburgh, they finally putting it together. They defense finally playing well. That's how the Steelers always had an identity, playing good defense. And Mason Rudolph come back, he playing well. I think he got like 11 touchdowns and 4 picks. Like, he having a good year so far. And it's just how Still it is. That's their identity. They just wait on their defense to play well. When they defense going, that's when Pittsburgh start going.
And that's what the Pittsburgh Steelers have.
This year, they've been very aggressive in going out and adding parts like Minkah Fitzpatrick. The other thing that's interesting, you're saying Mike Tomlin, Coach of the Year. Let that be a lesson for all the coaches that we want to fire on a regular basis, because 1 year ago, we were talking about how Mike Tomlin had lost the team, out of touch with the players, couldn't connect with them, time to make a change. There were so many people that said that last year, and now we got D. Woody giving him Coach of the Year, which he's in the discussion for, absolutely.
He has to be. Think about what he's endured between the whole Antonio Brown saga, between the Le'Veon Bell saga last year, between losing Ben Roethlisberger, a Hall of Fame quarterback, starting 0-3 when all hope really should have been lost. Think about everything he's endured.
So I asked Ryan Clark yesterday on the show, who played for him, why he...
It's like, that's a good addition. Like, Minkah Fitzpatrick is a good addition for them. That was what they was lacking in. A good safety. As soon as they add him, that's when the defense got rolling. He having a good year with them, and he ain't even been with them that long. I think he been with them like 3 weeks by now, and he just a good addition for them. And the defensive line is getting to the quarterback, and they just playing good defense right now.
He's been able to create this type of culture there, and Ryan told a story about how Mike Tomlin cared more about Ryan's well-being than winning a particular game. That type of stuff is culture that builds, and that's not something you get in most organizations. That place is really special. And the point you made about Minkah Fitzpatrick, I think it's easy to point to him as the reason because of this, because he's the new addition, but he's not even the best player on that defense right now in my mind. TJ Watt is a guy who he's leading the league in pass rush win rate. He's creating those problems that makes this defense play so well.
I'll say one other thing about Tomlin also. All the stuff that has happened with Antonio Brown since he left Pittsburgh, I think makes Tomlin better. Because you think to yourself, at one point we thought, how can he not have Antonio Brown under better control? And now we think to ourselves, my goodness, it's a miracle we held it together
and
that
we're
well.
talking about TJ Watt and Minkah Fitzpatrick. Think about this. We've known the Steelers for so long as Ben Roethlisberger, Le'Veon Bell, Antonio Brown. They're all gone, and they're winning in a different way right now.
Can I ask you just very quickly, we talked about this briefly this morning, what do you think they think their future is at quarterback? Is Mason Rudolph their plan? Do you think they are still looking? They'll get Ben back next year ostensibly, but they have to be looking beyond that.
They think they're getting Ben back next year, but I don't know. Listen, this is a serious deal that he's coming off of, and he still has to prove that he can get back. They think that Mason Rudolph is a fairly capable quarterback. I think he still has to prove that. I think that what we've seen so far isn't enough to convince people to say, boy, we can cast our lot with this guy right now. But
if Mason Rudolph can play good against good teams, then he could be the quarterback of the future. I feel like he is. Because Ben Roethlisberger got that elbow injury. You don't know if that's going to be healthy or not when he throw the football. Is he going to still have pain in the elbow? So you got to give Mason Rudolph opportunity at being the long-term quarterback. Because that is a serious injury Big Ben have. And yeah, he's the guy for them. Mason Rudolph having a good year. It might not look like it, but y'all understand he only throw 4 picks this season. And hopefully they get Big Ben back next year, but y'all don't know how it's gonna go with that elbow.
They think he's going to be the guy.
The point you made a moment ago is how they are winning in a different way, I think is a hallmark of a great coach. All the great coaches that we have, or even really good coaches, have found a way to transition, whether it be mid-season, off-season, to play differently, different styles of team. We see that in New England, we see it in Baltimore, and we see that in Pittsburgh.
Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports and analysis, download the ESPN app, and for live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe.